cause them are driving the beamer. All the girls them flavor, I'm not. I am the helper, no helper. And a girl just watch her, I want to hear her. And listen when the DJ I say, Sim Simma, pass me the keys to my beamer. Oh my, the girls them sugar, how can I? In a rush, pass me the keys to my truck. Oh my, the girls them lock, and I and I. The precious Sim Simma, who got the keys to my beamer? Oh my, the girls them sugar.
Cavaliers, talent gotta speak in ways they can't tell you, but instead gotta begging you to stay another year. Never let the system tell me how to make a meal. Never let society tell me how to eat a meal, but never get so comfortable to say it's time to chill.
Being a video game. I've been playing 2K since I was a kid, so now like getting my face scanned and not having to worry about making a player, actually being in the game, I can't even describe it. Like, it doesn't feel real.
Oh, the first thing I do when I turn on 2K23, I'm going to roster, I'm going to my player, I'm going to edit, and he will have 99 everything and every badge.
You know, when you get into the NBA, you get an NBA logo above your player. So
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A look from earlier as the Nets bus arrives at the arena. No doubt this is a club ready to handle this challenge on the road tonight. The traffic is buzzing around City Hall as we get ready to go here in Philadelphia. A festive... Allie, take it up.
Hey, Brian.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Makes a good point. Now the opening... lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. Ben Simmons is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Kevin Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Curry in it. A couple of teams coming out scorching hot this season, Grant. How far can a hot start carry a team?
Well, some teams can ride a strong start throughout the whole season. I mean, it's just a huge mental boost for a team, particularly early on.
Milton against Harris. From the arc. And Harden gets it to go on the assist by Milton. What confidence from Harden. He's a lethal three-point shooter. He knows he has the green light. Harris right side. And here's MP from outside. Sends it home from three-point land.
Already 6 of their points coming off second chances. Pretty impressive.
Here's Harden. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got 5 points.
He's not just an outside threat. Harden's a player who can score from anywhere.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Back to Millsap. Claxton with a rebound.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that shouldn't be easy.
From deep. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Pass to Niang. Here's Jordan. Harden, the pass to Jordan. Yep, count it.
Yeah, he's superb at finding open teammates. Harden, I love how he looks to shed a rock.
Brooklyn has gone 4 of 6 from deep to start this game. Milton against MP. Fires the 3. Doesn't go for him. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
They really struggled to find their footing throughout the night. But towards the end, they got into a flow and almost won it.
Yeah, but the fact they came so close, you got to admit it's impressive. I mean, most teams on an off night like that wouldn't have been anywhere near the lead.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
Harden against Harris. Left side Milton. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. He got it off in time. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer. But it's off target. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Nets out in front, up 8. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter. And he's one of the game's best closers. But to hear Kyrie Irving tell it.
Coach just wants me to be aggressive, to set the tone early in the game. And, that kind of sets up all my teammates and sets the standard for the rest of the game and how I want the game to go.
You know, Grant, when he gets a lather going, Irving can seem like he's got the cheat code.
Yeah, and if I'm the coach, he's got the green light from start to finish. When he gets rolling, it can rub off on everyone else.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
They're setting the tone early with their defense, keeping the pressure on and taking chances. And they've got a bunch of skills to show for it.
The other thing that's been effective so far tonight is their fast break. A lot of points coming on the run.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Nets. We've got Nicholas Claxton, Blake Griffin out there with Joe Harris. And it's MP, and it's Thomas in at the 2.
What a find. MP setting up the easy bucket.
Pass to Jordan. On the wing, Milton. Outside Thibault. Just 5 on the clock. Another shot. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
Yeah, I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers. Oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. Well, you want to talk about a super team. Last season, the Brooklyn Nets became the only team in NBA history to boast 6 players who made it all NBA over their career. Guys, the roster has changed just a bit, but make no mistake, this team remains loaded in a way we don't see too often.
No question, Allie. Good stuff there. Thanks.
And this kind.
Through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Nets out in front, up 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been and some changes here for the 76ers. Jordan comes in for Thibault, and Milton subbed in for Maxey. And the Nets also making a change. MP's checked in. Fires for 3. Pure from three-point range. MP's got 9.
Check out the range on MP. Step into the arc and making it look effortless.
DeAndre Jordan is out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then the Shake Milton. And it's Harden in at the point. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Here's MP. 9 points in the game.
We talk about Embiid's surge in production, but it doesn't end there. He said, I want to push my teammates to be better and lead by example.
Durant against Harden. To the inside. And it's Milton. That time on the assist by Harden. Harden's got 5 assists in the game. Brooklyn has gone just 1 of 3 from deep since the break. And many great players eventually realize that we is greater than me.
Yeah, Embiid's main point to this team is play the right way, because that's what you can control. He is intelligent, vocal, and selfless.
The movement off the ball is good. I mean, in the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half. From deep, MP knocks down the long J. MP's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Outside Milton. Embiid against Drummond. Embiid can't hit.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
MP way outside. And the 3 off target. The Sixers trailing. Pass to Milton. Fires from deep. They get it back. Oh, rejected by Drummond.
He knows he has to be their defensive anchor. I mean, when Drummond hustles on this end, he can get these blocks.
And I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Harris outside. Clock at 4. And he's going for the oop here. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
From deep, MP. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Milton against MP. Pass to Harden. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his 3rd foul so far.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
And the 76ers with some changes. Millsap, he's checked in for Joel Embiid, and it's Niang in for Tobias Harris. So we see the Nets taking the W here. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Along with Grant Hill, Chris Webber, and Allie LaForge, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's presentation. We'll see you next time.
So, it looked like you were hunting for threes at the expense of keeping the ball moving. Now, can you comment on that a bit?
Look, you keep the ball moving to get open threes. So if you're making a ton of open threes, I don't see how that comes at the expense of anything we're trying to do.
Well, don't you think it's more beneficial if you use the threat of your three-point shot to get your teammates maybe involved?
No, not really. If I'm making threes, I don't see what the problem is. I'll shoot it every time if it goes down. Threes are better than twos. That's just math, Frank.
Yo, what's up, man? Stay focused on your workout.
I remember playing with guys like DeAndre Ayton. He loaded into my park, and I'm in college playing with my friends. I was like, let's go chase DeAndre Ayton. Like, we're just sitting around like NBA players in our park.
Yeah, I know. I'm definitely finna step my game up. Can't be losing with the logo over my head. I know people are going to be coming at me, so I'm going to step it up a little bit.
I think it would be cool just to interact with the fans and different people. I think that would be a dope experience as well.
What does the game have to get right?
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. Thank you for tuning into this Sunday afternoon. David, he is the total package. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Out in the wings for them, Rozier and Hayward. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Bridges, and it's Ball. First-year players, Clark, when it's this early in the season, there must be a lot going on in a rookie's head right during his first few NBA games.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. In many ways, rookies are drinking out of a fire hose. I mean, from the time summer league starts and training camp, and now you get into the season, the games are coming, new places, new teams, scouting reports, all of that. It can be a bit overwhelming. And regardless of your talent level, every young player has to go through it and figure out how he can best handle the transition.
An NBA player who gained fame early in his life, Greg, was a bit of a social media star, though, during high school. I remember watching his stuff.
MP has been posting clips of him playing since his high school days. He has a huge social media presence because of it, but some front offices question if it impacts his dedication to the game.
Thomas passes to Plumlee. Oubre against Griffin. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
A free throw off from Plumlee. You know, Greg, sometimes it's just hard to quantify defense, but some new age metrics really value Mason Plumlee.
And there's a stat called defensive box plus minus that measures how good your team is with you on the floor. And year in, year out, Mason Plumlee is top 20 in the league, proving his overall effect on a game on the defensive end.
Nets trail by 11. And here is MP. He had 15 points last out. Off target from three-point range. Now here's McDaniel.
And good defensive focus there from Griffin, not allowing the shooter to get by.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. Well, plenty of firepower, but Kyrie Irving committed to digging in at the defensive end as well.
I wouldn't be able to do it without our bigs and our consistent effort from our wings as well, helping me out.
Now it's been a real focus, hasn't it, Greg, for them to tighten things up defensively.
And it's a collective effort, so even the scorers have to be engaged and exert themselves in order to get stops.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter, we've got Isaiah Thomas. Harrell is out there with McDaniels. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Plumlee in at the 5. Greg, we heard the rumors early in training camp. This team is a bit torn on their view of MP and how he should be used.
Well, from what I heard, the front office loves him. But the man making the lineup doesn't agree, and it's become a point of contention. You wonder when MP will get a chance as a starter.
Second free throw, no good.
You know, what's great about Harrell is his ability to deliver whatever his team needs. I mean, he's the ideal guy to have coming off your bench.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Thomas, and he makes good on the layup.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
Pass to Harrell. Charlotte moving the ball around. To the inside. It's blocked, and they're able to recover. They recover it. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Here's Plumlee. And they recover it. He dishes it to McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. And finished by McDaniels.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Timeout called, the Nets. And you look at the 2021 draft class, just some unbelievable talent at the top.
I mean, Cade Cunningham, for me.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Let's go! And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
They've got Drummond. MP out there with Seth Curry, and it's Durant, and it's Simmons in at the power forward. And that's the group for Steve Nash as we begin the second half. So valuable on the defensive side of the ball, Simmons goes beyond personal, Clark. He can guard 1 through 5 at a very high level.
Well, Kevin, you start with his tremendous athleticism for a guy that's a legitimate 6'11". He takes pride in defending. He's disruptive as well as disciplined.
Rozier for 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. Curry dishes to MP for the lead. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
It's scary when MP is going off like this. His adrenaline starts flowing, the teammates getting pumped, and then it's like a runaway train.
Hayward on the wing. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Hayward's got 5 now.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
MP, no good. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way. But Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Coming onto the floor for the away team.
Irving kicks to MP. Takes a three. It's good from long range. He's got 16.
You know, MP makes an impact in so many areas. When he's knocking down the long-range bombs, he's doing major work.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Hornets lead by 1. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Enzo Thomas will bring it up for Charlotte. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. On the court for the Hornets, Bridges and Washington are up in the forward positions. Kelly Oubre out there with Isaiah Thomas, and it's Harrell in at the 5, roaming the paint. MP, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
A shot missing. The Nets go the other way with it. Irving with it. Now defended by Oubre. Here's Harris. Yes! And it's Irving picking up the assist. Harris has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Nets. Charlotte trailing. Thomas with the ball. Pass to Washington. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Yes, you do. That pass on point on time. Thomas good at putting his teammates in the position to score.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Thomas deciding where to go with it. Here's Oubre. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
MP, no good. The Hornets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And it's Oubre off the drive.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy is determined to finish.
Thomas against MP. Fires from deep. Another miss by MP.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Here's Bridges. And he gets it to go.
Well, I tell you what, it's obvious Bridges takes great pride in working through contact and capitalizing.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
With Cloud Section, it's going to win the free teacher toss. Come on, let me hear you.
Brooklyn making some changes. And Timmons, he's checked in for Bruce Brown. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
You know, I was noticing it looks like you've sped up your release a bit on your three-point shot. Is that something you've been working on?
Like I'm rushing my shot?
No, just looks like it's coming out quicker. Mechanics are still sound from...
I pretty much said my face.
I need my face to be clear.
Okay, so your face over any moves that you have?
Probably my shooting motion, and my jumping ability.
If you were going to select a perfect My Team, with you included, you had to pick 4 other players, past or present. Who are you picking?
Curry at the point guard, shooting guard Michael Jordan, small forward me, Tim Duncan at the power forward.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Brian Anderson, Allie, it's all.
Thank you, Brian.
Well, Allie, he's put a lot of work into that area of his game. Good stuff there. So a look at our starters for the Wizards. Beal, the off guard, with Avdia at the 3. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Neto in at the point. And for Brooklyn, they've got Seth Curry. Ben Simmons is out there with Hunt and some new.
Depending upon the style, it varies from player to player.
Brooklyn making some changes. Claxton, he's checked in for Drummond. Harris comes in for Durant. And MP subbed in for Curry. So Washington going with an almost entire new group here. Gafford, he's checked in for Porzingis. Bryant comes in for Kuzma. Hachimura's checked in for Avdia. And Caldwell Pope is subbed in for Neto.
2 minutes to play. First quarter.
Beal with it. Now guarded by Harris. Bryant outside. There's the triple. Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. Irving's got more rebounds in the game. Pass to MP. Beyond the arc. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Here's Caldwell Pope. And here's Beal. And stolen by Irving. Out to the right wing. On the wing, MP. Launches a 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. MP's got 6.
Just a nice touch from the perimeter. I like whenever MP looks to fire from distance.
Boy, and when it comes to providing leadership, everyone tackles it a little bit differently. Irving isn't that Kevin Garnett type motivator. He's not going to talk all game like Chris Paul. This guy leads with his play.
And the ball out of play. The Wizards will have it. Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for Kyrie Irving. 52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Beal, the pass to Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
What an outstanding pass, and Bradley Beal has come such a long way as a playmaker.
A deep 3 from MP. A quick shot there. It's off target. Washington trailing. Pass to Caldwell Pope. 26 seconds left in the first quarter here. Takes it inside. Rebound Brooklyn. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
It was textbook rim protection in that game. Taking real pride in shutting down the other team.
It was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
Hey, had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going.
That jumper translates to every spot on the floor. Bradley Beal becomes harder and harder to guard.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Nets out in front. And always ready in the clutch. Kyrie Irving says he saves his best for the fourth quarter.
For me, I just try to feel out the game, think about plays that I could run in order to execute. That kind of I've been holding on to, paying attention throughout the whole entire game where either it's attacking the big or attacking the man.
Irving, perhaps underrated as a tactician, Greg.
Oh, yeah. It's a chess match indeed. One move, one play, sets up the next.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
And so in the game for Washington, Thomas Bryant out there with Daniel Gafford. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Hachimura in at the 3. From deep, MP nails it from 3. MP's got 9.
That's his first triple of the second period, third of the game.
The Wizards shooting just 38% for this game so far. Beal outside. And we're now about a minute into the second quarter of play. Gafford with the bucket.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Beal against MP. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by the Wizards.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, just about every discussion of the NBA trade market comes back to the Washington Wizards. An all-star shooting guard, Bradley Beal, on a team that hasn't made the playoffs in 3 seasons. Something's got to give. And guys with Beal possessing an opt-out after the season, expect those talks to intensify.
Yeah, that's a good point. Timeout called, Brooklyn. And we're seeing teams pick up the pace. Something you set the trend for in Phoenix, Grant. Why do you think that's becoming more prevalent?
Great question. I mean, in today's game, we're all about the analytics, and that has shown that you shoot a higher percentage earlier in the shot clock. So it makes sense to push the tempo and see what
And so it's Brooklyn finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Just and we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Nice game. Great performance. Checked in for Brooklyn. Caldwell-Pope's checked in for Washington.
And at the line, 1 time.
Boy, this guy a multifaceted talent, and not just on the court. Kevin Durant has said, quote, basketball is just what I do and love, but that isn't just who I am. This guy really tries to make a difference.
Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Durant. Then there's Seth Curry. Then it's MP. And it's Simmons in at the 2-guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. On the wing, Curry. From deep, MP. Porzingis grabs the board. And Durant has helped many people with his generosity.
Yeah, once committed $10 million to the college track program to help disadvantaged kids receive a higher education. He's been renovating basketball courts around the world, and obviously as an entrepreneur, he's been focusing on companies and products that are making lives better. How cool is that? Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets. Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going. Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
MP against Beal. From deep, MP. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback. And the Nets lead by 9.
This is the exact energy you'd like to see from Drummond. He can be a monster on the offensive glass.
The Wizards have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Caldwell-Pope with a drive. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession. So for the Wizards, Gafford, he's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Bryant comes in for Kuzma. And Hachimura has subbed in for Caldwell-Pope. Timeout called. Brooklyn. Well, Grant, at this point in his career, I think it's safe to say Andre Drummond will go down as one of the game's premier rebounders.
Yeah, you just don't call him a specialist because there's a lot more to Drummond's game than just rebounding. Rim protection, points in the paint. He does just about everything you want in a big man. When he's on the floor, he lightens the load on every other member of their front court.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Griffin, he's checked in for Drummond. Claxton comes in for Ben Simmons. Harris has checked in for Durant. And it's Thomas in for Curry. Here's Beal. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Beal's got 11 points.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
On the wing, MP. Pounded by Beal. Back to MP. Counted from distance. MP's got 6 in the quarter.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
And it's Beal penetrating. And then Beal with the dunks.
This, to me, is one of Bradley Beal's advantages. The defense has got to respect the perimeter jump shot, and that sets up that dribble drive.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. 18 points for him.
He hit 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
Here's Beal, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. So it's a narrow victory for the Nets, pulling it out for the W. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
I'm sure you know this, but the front office has been a big believer in your shot since day one, and that's a big part of why they wanted to bring you on board. How does it feel to reward their confidence in you?
I'm glad the front office is happy, and you never want friction there, but I can't live to make other people happy. That's when you get into trouble. You got to listen to your spirit. You got to do what makes your spirit feel at peace, you know? And you can't worry about what other people think. In many ways, society is diseased. So if you worry about society's perception, you'll be led astray.
Hi, I'm Catherine Hanover. I handle PR for the team.
Okay.
How are you? I'm putting out infernos, burning embers, and a couple fires where I'm the only one who smells smoke.
Wow.
I'm literally in 3 meetings right now. I sleep in my office twice a week. My kid's birth.
A lot of people don't select Tim Duncan. I think for how great he is. I was just about to say he's underrated.
Underrated.
But he's like one of the best power forwards of all time, like top 2, top 3, maybe 1.
Maybe 1.
Well, you got to say that now because you're a company man.
Maybe nah. This ain't biased.
We're here at 2K23 House of Greatness at Summer League, where NBA players and some of the 2K community are checking out 2K23 for the very first time.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
There below is Barclays Center and the borough of Brooklyn, where there's never a dull moment. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from Payday.
Good evening, Kevin.
I am so glad we are teammates, DA, and they are a fun team to watch. David, thank you. So the opening lineup for the Heat. Adebayo is the pivot with Tucker playing the 4. Lowry and Hero are the guard set. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nets, Andre Drummond is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Durant. Then it's He's added to their game.
No doubt. The work doesn't end when the season does. And if you're trying to improve your skills, or if you're trying to pack on good weight, that kind of stuff needs to get done during the offseason.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Andre Drummond. And MP subbed in for Curry. So for the Nets, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Durant. Harris comes in for Simmons. And Thomas subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. It took him no time at all on that one. Heroes got 9.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
MP, that's for 2. And he overshot that one, missing. The Heat leading by 6. Outside, Martin. Pass to Hero. And the rejection by MP. And Brooklyn turns it over again. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile